So Travis, we left off last week talking about what's in data centers. Mm-hmm. There are growing demand and the constraints that they have with not having enough electricity to fulfill the demand.
Right.
The electricity problem is a real big problem for big tech because new data centers need long lead times to get connected to power. Quickly innovating technology companies are forced to make choices. Number one, do they wait it out and just get left behind in this AI arms race?
What's the second choice,
not. Choice two, better. Right answer, find other energy sources.
Yeah, I mean, no one wants to be left behind, especially in a rapidly growing industry, right? So the result in the search for alternative energy sources is a rise in natural gas plants, and in some cases, even the revival of coal plants to meet that demand. And this comes at a time when many tech companies have committed or are looking to reduce their carbon emissions, right? So Microsoft, for example, is the undisputed leader in AI in terms of its investment in OpenAI, which is the developer of ChatGPT that we talked about last week. It reported that from 2020 to 2023, emissions increased 30%. And that's directly attributable to the construction of data centers and the energy usage of data centers. So,
and you know, another solution being considered, Travis, is nuclear power, which we were
going to go back in time.
Yeah, we're going back in time. Reactors are an attractive source of wattage for data processing since they tend to have larger energy capacity than what the fossil fuels or the renewable plants are often surrounded by. Vacant land that is waiting for data centers to be built on, right? I mean,
so you get these old nuclear reactors and you have all this land around it.
Yeah, and so Amazon recently bought a nuclear power data center campus in northeastern Pennsylvania that will eventually suck up over 40% of the energy produced by an on-site reactor. Mm-hmm. The $650 million deal, it's Amazon Access Power, supplied directly from the source instead of having to compete with the businesses and the residential properties around them. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, Microsoft hired 2 nuclear experts this year to spearhead the quest to find alternative energy sources because of that 30% emission issue that they have.
The emission issue and the long lead times, right? So you can't get me power, I'm going to get a nuclear reactor and get my own power.
That's right.
And power it myself. It's interesting how they're solving this problem.
Control. That's control.
Yeah. You know, another residual effect of data center demand, Steve, is it's a less popular topic these days, but it's real estate. You need a lot of land.
You do.
To build these massive buildings. And it's interesting because you have these massive buildings and their vacancy rate was as low as, 3.7% in 2023?
Yeah.
But that's even when supply was growing at 26% from 2022 to 2023. So you have this rapid increase in supply, but all that space is getting eaten up because there's not a lot of vacancy out there due to the demand we've been talking about.
That's right.
So if you have low vacancy rates and you couple that with high demand, that equals rent growth.
That's right.
So we talked about Northern Virginia last week, which is it's nicknamed Data Center Alley. We've both been there and seen this.
Yeah.
It's the largest data center hub in the world. It handles nearly 70% of global digital traffic. Data center prices jumped 42%.
That is
between 2022 and 2023. So
someone's making money.
So yeah, you're able to increase rent when you've got low vacancy rates and high demand, and we're seeing that in data centers. So hopefully after these last 2 weeks, people understand a little bit more about the investment possibilities in data centers or what's going on there. I mean, you have the AI stocks like NVIDIA. You have even utility companies, power companies, that you can invest in, and you can even think about real estate. Investing in real estate here that these data centers are going to be going up on because they're going to be building a lot more of them.
They have to.
They have to. So, yeah.
This has been great, Travis. I look forward to it next week.
Look forward to it as well.